It was a magical time full of wine and horrifying insults. It's time for Roses and Rosé. Hi, you guys. It's me, Lauren Zima, wearing a better outfit this week. Last week I was kind of a mess, kind of like The Bachelor. I mean, in the best way, because it's the mess that we love, a hot mess that's actually hot. And this week I'm feeling a little hotter. I went for a more basic black shirt. I've got a big eyelash on. I don't know what you guys do if you sort of have little beauty armor pieces that you wear if you're not feeling great. For me, it's a big lash. It's an eye workout. It's a weight on my eye. Anyway, I am so happy to be back with all of you to discuss the latest episode of Colton Underwood's season of The Bachelor. I loved this episode, you guys. What did you think? Overall, a great ep. And wow, this season continues to slay. So let's jump right in. Of course, we're back with a selfie vlog.
So pretty much Katie told me there's still someone or some people here that aren't ready.
I don't know if I would have started with that.
So, what Colton's selfie vlog really put in perspective for me was, why didn't he ask the women who were leaving with all those ominous warnings who they were talking about? The whole selfie vlog was about how he still didn't know who to trust. You had 3 women leave and tell you that women there didn't have good intentions. Why didn't you say, who are you talking about? Vlog.
So yeah, I didn't understand it. Get a name, Colton. You know, be a better detective. Denver is Colton's hometown and his homegirls. I'm sorry. We're dressing very monochromatically. I was wondering if this episode was styled a little more than usual. They were in like basic black and pink and like more basic black. It was just, they all looked like they were coming out of a catalog as they came into Denver.
What's up, dude? Ben, how are you doing?
And then we have Ben Higgins. And you know what? Drink every time somebody's color coordinated, because Ben and Colton were kind of both color coordinated. Really reaching for excuses to drink at this point, aren't I? So it's Ben, and Ben is stacking papers at a bar because Ben is a small business owner now. I think that's what that's indicating. So Colton and Ben have one of those former Bachelor to new Bachelor heart-to-hearts, and as a reminder, it's fairly sensical because Ben does live in Denver. I think they've hung out a little bit.
I had an idea that I would come in and I would know, like, night one, here's who I'm into. And like now, I'm falling in love with multiple people.
You know, I liked Colton acknowledging that he thought he would know from night one who he was into. Remember, he gave Hannah G the first impression rose, but he has lots of other strong feelings for the other women. And I liked him sort of saying, look, I kind of went into this thinking I was gonna know and then just go through the process, but I don't know now. What did you guys think? How do you feel about Colton's feelings at this point? Do you think that they are real? Do you think that they are clear? Let me know.
My only advice now is lean in. Be intentional.
And, you know, Ben pulls a Sheryl Sandberg and says, lean in.
Lean in. Be intentional.
Colton, lean in. Lean into the process. Into owning a small business. And then the ladies meet Colton and a dog at a park.
And actually, the dates begin right now.
And then he just takes Tayshia on a date.
Tayshia, would you like to join me and get out of here?
Of course. I know that all season long I've been saying, have you guys watched the show? Ladies, have you watched the show? Because I don't like when the women get upset, like, I can't believe she got a one-on-one, or, wow, how many roses are left? It's like, this is the way the show goes. But on this one, man, I would have felt burned if I were them. They got all dressed up in their subtle tones to go to this park, and then Colton just takes Tayshia on a date. Bye! Like, wow, okay. I mean, if I'm Hannah B, I'm like, all right, I was wearing this bra top with a see-through mesh overlay for nothing? Very rude.
This is like what I would do on like a casual Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Tayshia and Colton's date, you guys. Oh my God, this is my dream date. Except there's not a hot tub in a cold environment, which is very much my dream date. But they had oysters and they had wine.
Bergam.
And of course it's in a market. And then they got ice cream. And then they got more wine. Oh my God, drinks and snacks. Drinks and snacks, yes. There we go. What a date. But then we've got to get into the drama because things are going too smoothly. And Colton tells Tayshia...
I felt like it was important to let you know that. Like, I am not questioning your readiness.
He trusts her opinion, he doesn't question her, and so he wants to know who he should question.
So I just wanted to sort of hear from you about what you've seen or what you've heard.
But before we get that information, we've got to cut back to Kailyn and Cassie, and they are saying that it wasn't fair.
That these three women would just, like, drop these bombs on him as they leave. Be careful.
It was bominous. I'm reaching, I'm sorry. Drink for every stupid pun I make. So, I'm wondering why they cut back to Kailyn and Cassie. Well, then that's answered.
I feel like Cassie and Kailyn aren't genuine.
Tayshia just lays into it and names Kailyn and Cassie as the women who are not ready for marriage.
I feel like they still have a lot to figure out.
Who are not there for the right reasons.
They're already talking about, you know, being the next Bachelorette.
And who have ulterior motives.
They've also have said that they don't really think that they're going to be ready to get engaged at the end of this.
Drink for every horrifying allegation that Tayshia made. Were you guys shocked by how much she just dove right in? She was saying that Kailyn and Cassie are not genuine, and Colton did not look like he liked hearing that. His face was like, crap, I'm the most into them. That's how it read to me. It was so intense that it didn't ring totally true to me. It felt to me like she was kind of throwing her competition under the bus. What did you guys think? Did you believe everything Tayshia said, or did it seem like too much? This is one of those moments where it drives me nuts because Tayshia's referring to like some conversations, some things they've said, and it's like, you know they film everything, you know? They could roll the tape. They're not gonna do that. Because it's a show and we gotta see what happens. Let Colton figure it out for himself. I wonder if the lead's just ever so frustrated with the producers that he says, would you roll the tape? Roll the tape! Roll the tape! That was one of those marker things. That doesn't make sense. Anyways, Colton gets this news and he is bending over in his ITM like he's gonna go throw up. And like, I have to say, I threw up last week and it's horrible. It is very jarring to puke as an adult. Isn't it? I felt so childlike. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't remember how to throw up. Very confusing. I don't recommend it. I was sick. And then he's like,
I always want to be able to trust my gut.
can you? Or are you gonna throw up? You're just really doubling over. So Colton then says, you know, again.
This was my greatest fear.
And don't drink every time Colton says that this episode.
I'm just scared. My ultimate fear in all of this. That really threw me off. This was my greatest fear.
What do you guys think of Colton's greatest fear? I'm not sure how to feel about it because what's interesting to me, and I wonder if this stems from it, is that when Colton became the Bachelor, what a lot of people questioned was, is he ready? And now his greatest fear is someone who isn't ready. I kind of think maybe it's triggering for him. Let me know. So more of Tayshia and Colton's amazing date, though it took a turn they're cooking. Ooh, that's not for me.
I think today was really special. Today was really nice.
That's not for me. Ovens and recipes and baking and broiling and oh, but they have wine! Yay! Okay, it's fun again. I have to say, was this the most normal date ever in the history of The Bachelor? I don't remember the last time we saw someone cooking like at an apartment with a date. It's very normal, so interesting.
I mean, I think Tayshia's great.
But back to the ladies. All season long, I've really been missing the clarification on where they are in these different locations. I don't think this house is ever explained. It looks kind of like Hogwarts to me. It's very fantastical.
I read about it in Hogwarts, a history.
Layers and with levels and turrets, and it's very Hogwarts to me. I guess I'm a Cockney wizard.
Clearly, fame isn't everything.
My British accents are questionable at best. So at this point, everyone has had a one-on-one. And now it's about, are you getting a second one-on-one? Are you on the group date, even though the group is dwindling? The date card comes in and Kailyn gets the one-on-one.
Kailyn?
And don't drink every time someone's crying about this. They all really lost it. But we see Cassie and Kailyn's friendship really come out in this episode, right? Because Cassie was very supportive of Kailyn. She's like through tears, like, I hate it, but I'm glad you got it. It was very Sister Wives to me. You ever watch that TLC show?
You're trying to be best friends with a woman who has a relationship with your husband.
Oh my God, they are sister wives. It's like they love each other, but they also love the same man. A lot to unpack there. I can't take it on. Back to Tayshia and Colton and the fun wine date. And Tayshia gets a rose. Great. And then it's Caelynn and Colton's date very quickly. And oh my God, this date, conversely, is my nightmare. Having to learn to snowboard? To learn a sport on a date? A cold sport where you might fall down? Oh my God. I think when you are on a mountain, the wine is very far away. I mean, there are certain sports like golf and tennis where I'm like, the wine is nearby. I see the clubhouse. Oh God, it's my nightmare. But luckily we blew right through it. We barely saw it. We got a lot more of Tayshia and Colton's date. With Caelynn and Colton, we went straight to the drama. And Colton confronts Caelynn with what Tayshia said.
She thought that you were one of the women that wasn't quite ready.
And tell me what you guys thought of Caelynn's reaction, because I think it's one of those moments where, like, you know, when you analyze how someone's reacting in court when they're like on trial for a crime and you're wondering if they really did it or not and you're looking at everything about their face. Caelynn looked a little blank, but I think she was incredibly caught off guard. It was my read that she was kind of trying to figure out what to say because she suddenly became stuck in this difficult situation of she said, where Tayshia has said something about her and all she can do is defend herself, and it's a horrible situation where there is no evidence in this case. It's another round of pageant gate. It's pageant gate round 2, like Kailyn and Hannah, now it's Caelynn and Tayshia, and I want specific examples, and I want exhibits, and I want quotes, but we're not gonna get any of that here today. And opinion is gonna be mixed up with fact, and it's gonna be a big cluster. But that makes for good television, doesn't it? Okay.
So
I understood Caelynn's frustration, and then, oh, damn. Caelynn called Tayshia a stupid.
I will call that stupid bitch out.
Bleep me out of saying that, JC, but oh my God. She called her a stupid bee. Wow, that's a lot, even for this show. What do you guys think? Did Caelynn take it too far? Or was that insult incredibly appropriate? Well, Caelynn and Colton luckily survived snowboarding, and now they're getting dinner, which is much more my speed. And Caelynn tells Colton that she's falling in love with him.
I'm falling in love with you.
And I gotta say, I think she had to. Tayshia had called her into question so much, she had to really show and tell Colton that she was serious. So how do you feel? Do you think that Caelynn really is falling in love with Colton?
I know that I am falling in love with you.
Colton then tells Caelynn he's falling in love with her. Oh my God, this seems very serious. It's so funny, isn't it? Have you guys ever told someone you were falling in love with them? I have never told someone that. It just always goes from like dating to we're in love. That falling in love thing, I really credit the Bachelor franchise for like cultivating this step in a relationship. I'm falling in love with you.
What I did feel today was that Caelynn cares about me. She is ready, and she is here for me, and she is here at the end of this to walk away engaged.
Bottom line, Colton comes away from this date saying he knows that Caelynn is ready. So my question is, does that mean you think Tayshia's a liar? What do you think? Because you already gave Tayshia a rose, and now Caelynn also has a rose. And these two have really... That's people fighting. I've never been in a fight. Okay. Back to the ladies, and Hannah B gets a one-on-one. I was a little surprised by this. Were you guys? I did not think it would be Hannah B. I kind of thought it would be Cassie, because I think Colton's really into her. But we know what happens with Hannah B, don't we? That kind of makes sense. Okay.
How can you live with yourself and be this fake and this nasty? That no.
But very quickly, we've got to get more drama. Caelynn confronts Tayshia.
Hey, can we talk? Hey, yeah.
And she's like, I can't even deal with this.
I can't even deal with it.
And Tayshia's like, Like, the way that Tayshia was listening to her was really funny to me, because Caelynn's like, you stupid bee, I can't even deal with this. Tayshia's like, Just like good listening skills.
Did I have any plans of talking about you? No. Colton asked me a question, and I told him my opinion.
And then Tayshia really went off the rails for me. How did you feel about her response? I did not trust it. I felt that with Colton, Tayshia had been saying, I heard them say these things. And then with Caelynn, all of a sudden Tayshia was saying, well, it's my opinion that you guys. the fact versus the opinion got very murky and muddy to me.
If I really wanted to talk smack about you, I would be talking smack about you every single day.
And it's very questionable, and I am skeptical and drink every time I say a word that ends in "oh." Recital. Varietal. I don't have any more, I'm drunk.
Mom? Dad?
Okay. Then we get Colton's one-on-one with Hannah, and he brings her home to meet the family. I have a lot of thoughts on this. A lot of thoughts. So much so that I'm whispering, which is how you really know that I'm upset. Because you have to listen to hear how angry I am. Okay, so I'm confused on Colton's family. I know his parents are divorced. I don't know who his mom or his stepdad or his dad or whatever is. I need name tags. Can we give them name tags? I'm just confused. But it doesn't matter because family is family and love is love. So Colton tells his dad.
You could tell Hannah is incredible. While we were in Thailand, she told me that she was falling in love with me. I'm not there yet.
What? Colton, you just brought her here to meet your whole family, man. But I think that's what it was. I think he brought Hannah home to see how real are my feelings for her. And turns out they're not there. This felt like the nail in the Hannah B coffin, didn't it, when he told his dad that? I mean, we knew what was coming.
What does your gut tell you right now?
So are you in love with Colton?
Yes.
And then Hannah tells Colton's mom she's in love with him, not just falling. Oh, and that's gonna make this all so much more painful because we know what's coming. Did you guys see what was coming at this point? The second Colton said that to his dad, I felt that I saw what was coming. Side note though, I love Hannah's accent and could listen to it all day.
Yes, it's there.
Alabama Hannah. She just got a real cute accent, doesn't she?
Yes.
Also, a side note, Colton's now drinking red wine with his dad. And you know what? I love Colton's diversity in wine choices this episode. He's had a white, he's had a champ, he's had a red. I love a Chard, I love a champ, I love a Pinot Noir. So, you know what? Cheers to all the side notes and to all the wine. I just accidentally almost blew my nose in this wine. Wow, okay, it's very on brand. Guys, my brand is Elevated Ratchet. That's about all I can say for myself.
You look beautiful.
Now we're at the nighttime portion of the date, and Hannah is like...
It's pretty cool that I got a hometown before a hometown.
And it's one of those dates where you know they are just so not on the same page, and it is going to be so painful to watch. But we love that as fans, don't we? We're messed up. We're messed up. But it's okay. I'm turning Southern because I love Hannah B so much. We're messed up. We're messed up. And Hannah is wearing this 80s shoulder-padded pretty in pink dress moment. It is very Steel Magnolias to me when paired with her Southern accent, and I love that movie.
You should broaden your horizons. You broaden your horizons your way, and I will broaden my horizons mine.
Here, hit Weezer. Here, hit... I won't say who, but I'm about to get mad. So... she tells Colton she's falling in love with him.
I am falling in love with you still.
Even though she told her mom she was straight up in love with him. Oh, no one knows what they feel. Everyone's stressed out. No one knows what to think anymore. We're in that phase in the show. And we can feel the breakup coming, right? Because she's like, I want you to meet my mom and dad. And he's like...
And I want to say thank you for that.
Thank you.
And I appreciate that more than you'll ever know.
When someone says thank you, you know what that means? No, thank you. He's like, no, that's really what he's saying. I don't want to meet your mom and dad. And before you know it, Colton's broken up with her.
I don't know if I'm there.
Wasn't that breakup quick? I'm not even sure it was clear. It was just that they both knew, but he didn't actually say I'm breaking up with you. It was a lot to take in, and it was fast, and it was over, and it was dark, and it was deep, and we're far from the shallow now.
Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void?
I had to do it. I'm done. So, we're done. He just introduced her to his parents, and then he dumped her. And I would be like, I put on my Steel Magnolias dress for this. I should have saved it for something else.
Here, hit this.
Poor Hannah. She's been dressing up all episode for nothing. And she looks great. And Colton says,
I know that I shocked Hannah.
but you know what, Colton? Could you have given her an apology? This is the first time this season that I've been frustrated with Colton. The very first time. Colton, you should have said, Hannah, I know that I blindsided you. Correction, you should have said, Hannah, I know that I blindsided you, and I'm sorry, okay? And Shelby, drink your juice.
You need some juice.
And Colton, drink your wine, whether it's a Sauvignon Blanc or a Cabernet or a Merlot or a dry brut champagne or a champagne that's a rosé, which is what I have today. How did you guys feel about the breakup with Hannah? How'd you feel? Mixed emotions. Me too, obviously. And then, oh my God, Hannah B leaves with a warning about the other women.
Listen to people about things and people's intentions.
I'm over the warnings. I have nothing to say about it. I'm done. He still didn't ask her who she was talking about. I'm over it. It's like the season of warnings that now mean nothing. It's like when someone's like, man overboard, and you're like, is there a man overboard? What do we need to do here? Be clear. Sorry, that was a Below Deck reference. I don't know if you guys watch that show, but I love it.
Man overboard.
Man overboard.
Man overboard.
Okay, the group date is happening, and oh my God, do not drink every time it is dead silent in that limo. It's awkward. And did you guys feel that this group date rang a little false? Because here's the thing. It's Cassie, Hannah, Kirpa, and Heather. And we have seen on one-on-ones Colton be like crazy for Cassie, super amounts of chemistry with Hannah G. Kirpa, he was a little iffy on. Heather, he's a little iffy on. So this date seems already very clearly divided to me, and like we know how it's gonna go. On a side note, I like Cassie's red sweater. I like all things red, it's my favorite color. Okay.
Look at the little bridge thing.
They're somewhere, they're in a limo, and then someone says, look at that little bridge thing. And it's like, that's a bridge.
What's gonna happen?
I don't know where this date was or what was going on. Like, all of a sudden they were in the woods, like talking, but did they ever explain that train that they were on? Like, why were we on that train? Where are we? Is this Narnia? What's happening? And so they're in the woods. We don't know why or where or how or when or who. And Colton says,
If you are going to introduce me to your family, that you feel confident in where we're at.
only introduce me to your family if you feel confident about where we're at. Well, Colton, why did you introduce Hannah B to your family? Colton, I love you, but I was annoyed with you. I was annoyed with you. I don't know where this accent's from, and I'm sorry if it's bad. I don't know where this accent's from, and I'm sorry if it's bad. I've got to stop myself.
Right now, I just don't think that it's fair to you to take you to my hometown.
God, this is the episode of things happening quickly out of nowhere. Heather is exiting stage left. Heather has pieced out, and she is like, I'm done. We are not there. I gotta go. And I gotta give her credit. Good for you, Heather. See you on Paradise. Cheers to Heather. Tell me what you think of Heather's exit, but I was here for it. She got her first kiss, and she said, see you later, Mr. Okay. The women are dropping like flies this season at this point, aren't they, guys? Like, a lot of women have left of their own volition, which is really interesting. Do you have any thoughts on that or on why? Let me know. I don't have a theory. I don't. I'm out on this one. I don't know why the women are like Sydney and Heather and... Have other women left on their own? Or have I had too much wine?
Did you hear it? Is she getting on it?
I don't know.
The mystery train becomes a part of it all again. Like, they hear it whistling in the distance, and everyone's like, is she getting on the train? And they can hear the choo-choo to this magical land. And it's like, what is this? Are we in Narnia? What? Oh. I just realized. It's the Hogwarts Express. It's taking her back to Hogwarts. Yes, that's what the train is. Oh.
I'm nervous about the whole Tayshia Kaelynn thing. I don't want that to, like, follow me.
I heard about it.
Kirpa and Cassie are now talking, and Kirpa's face is very pinched up and angry, and Kirpa's ready to tell Colton a lot of things. And then Cassie's face is also getting pinched up in response to that. And we are matching each other with our anger.
I think Cassie's still trying to find herself a little bit in life. I just don't think she's ready for this lifelong commitment.
And Kirpa has her opinions ready. And this is Pageantgate round 2, and I need facts because it's just her opinions. And side note, Cassie's really pretty. That's all I got. I like looking at her face. That's it.
I don't want Kailyn and Cassie to screw him over at the end of this.
So Kirpa and Colton go to talk, and she says that her big evidence that Cassie and Kailyn are not ready for this is that they were defensive in a conversation.
They were the only two girls that started to panic, and they got very defensive.
And again, it's like, can you just give me one direct quote on anything anyone says? And then I realized that when Kirpa and Colton were talking, she had a pink notebook. And then they walked away, and the pink notebook was never explained. Nothing with Kirpa is ever explained. She can fall on her face and hurt her chin. She can bring her notebook full of her manifestos, and it's just never explained. So, you know what that indicates to me? Kirpa about to leave. That's what my read on that was. We don't care enough to explain things. Well, she's going home.
What? Why would you go spend your time talking to Colton about me?
I think he needs to know all the facts.
What? A lie?
It's not a lie.
It is a lie.
Cassie and Kirpa are then fighting, and honestly, at this point, I'm annoyed watching this because I don't know what they're talking about. Everyone's defensive. Everyone's she said, she said. There's a lot of allegations flying around. Kirpa is claiming red flags. I know we are in a magical land, but we need tangible things. Okay? Then Colton says he is...
I don't know exactly what I want to do yet with the two biggest roses.
And we didn't even see him talk to Hannah, which actually indicated to me that Hannah's probably good to go. So I want to give myself a cheers for predicting this episode pretty well. I've not done great previously this season.
What do you say we get on out of here?
Colton's like, let's get out of here. And it's like, where? Where are we? Where is here and where are we going? Everyone head to platform 9 3/4. I am the most ratchet wizard. I took a test once and I was named a Gryffindor, but I think I'm a Gryffindor with a Ravenclaw rising because sometimes I think I'm clever and funny. Am I Slytherin? Not a Hufflepuff, am I? What am I saying like this? Am I frozen? Is it a spell? Anyway, and then back to Hogwarts where Kailyn and Tayshia are cooking up some potions. And then Kailyn says she will not like it if Cassie is sent home, which I thought was a benign comment, and I did not see what was coming, so never mind. I am bad at predicting. I'm not in... What was that character in Harry Potter where they predicted things? She read the tea. Leave it in the comments. I don't remember. I think she was played by... that British actress in the movie. That doesn't help. They're all British. Okay, so back to the group date, and oh my God, Kailyn is walking through the night in her jean jacket. I would have put on a different outfit. It's a very daytime look, but how did she get there so quickly? Did she apparate? And she is there. I'm so confused on where this group date was in relation to Hogwarts. Did they come in on that boat from the Goblet of Fire book? And when she walked in, how did she know where to find Colton? Was it like, Accio Colton? Yes, I do have a Harry Potter wand in my desk at work. I also have a map, a Marauder's map. Where are we? Are you in Hogsmeade? Where are you at, Colton? Where was the group date? Where's Hogwarts and where are the girls? And where did Kailyn walk in her jean jacket? Where was it? Did you get a pot of beer on the way? Why am I a chimney sweep wizard? What is this accent? Dobby. Harry Potter, sir. I'm Dobby. That's what I am. I'm Dobby.
Dobby is free.
So it's very weird. Kailyn walks in and then walks out without saying hi to Kirpa and Cassie at all, and it's just so socially odd, but also we're on a reality show. Or maybe she thought she was wearing an invisibility cloak. I don't know.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
We don't actually see what Kailyn told Colton in defense of Cassie, but I guess he's made a decision. Did she give him some kind of potion? And Colton picks up the rose like it's a wand, and he is no longer a muggle. And I have 2 wands. Why do I have 2 wands at work? I do. And Colton says he's realized that tonight...
I have to continue to trust my gut, follow my heart.
Or about what Kailyn told him. We will never know. Expecto Patronum.
Next week on The Bachelor.
Okay, so then the teaser happens, and honestly, I don't even know what's in the teaser. I'm so ready for this fence jumping moment, which they didn't actually put in the teaser this week, and I thought it was going to be in this week's episode, so I was wrong on that as well, and so I need to work on my magic. Ooh, what is it? What is the name of a person who can predict stuff in Harry Potter. This is gonna drive me nuts.
That's from divination. I remember that.
Divination! JC just remembered it. It's divination. That's what I need to work on. I need to study harder in divination.
You are in grave danger. Lovely.
That was this week's episode, everybody. I still have more wine. Disappearo. Always graceful. Elevated ratchet. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I love, 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 love you. And by the way, when I was feeling a little down and a little sick last week, so many of you sent me nice messages, and I really appreciate that. And I love, 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 love you, and hope everyone had a great Valentine's Day full of love. And remember that in the words of Carrie Bradshaw, I think the most important relationship you have is the one you have with yourself. I just blew that kiss like it was a spell. Okay, I love you guys. Let me know what you thought of the episode. We are winding down. It's all happening. It's all coming to an end. I don't want the season to come to an end. I love it so much. Harry Potter, I don't want the books to end. I don't. I used to be the loser girl who was at a Barnes & Noble book party for the book release, making a wand out of a piece of pipe cleaner and getting ready for the book to come so I could get it. And then my parents said, we're not going to buy 2 books, you and your sister are going to share. And so we had to read it together, but she's a faster reader, so I was like really behind, and that's where we're at. My favorite book is The Goblet of Fire. What's yours? Okay, love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye. All right, guys, the truth is I actually have 3 wands at my desk. I do. Because every time there's something to cover for Harry Potter at ET, I ask if I can cover it. I covered the opening of the park here in LA, and also the movie Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Oh, this is a very heavy one, this Fantastic Beasts. Let's fight!
Stipendium!
Rose Guardian Leviosa! It's Leviosa.
I'm ready. Ratchetium!
Crap. I'm too drunk for this! Asio wine!
Hey.
What? I just wanted to take another look at you. Avada Colton Dobra! Oh my god, I killed JC. I'm the worst wizard in the world! Harry Potter, I'm sorry I wasn't ready! I finally figured out how to do a posh accent, so as always, thank you all so much for watching. Bye!